So yeah, the slow push coming in, and this is kind of a breath of fresh air, I think, for StarCraft 1 Terran players. They're like, ooh, this feels right. This feels like home. And it really does. I played Protoss and Brood War, but I watched a hell of a lot of Terran. So, you know, played against a lot of Terrans too. That was then, this is now, and these Marines are going to try and do what they can. They do have the shield upgrade, but they're getting surrounded pretty nicely. Pretty good micro there for the Marines. I mean, obviously they're not going to win that fight, but they did maximize their damage pretty well. And look at this little sneak path, whoop, right in here. That is something you have to be very aware of as Terran, and look at that. He is, man. This guy knows the map, and he's playing it like a fiddle. And let's see if he sees these banelings being hatched. No, he doesn't. Ooh, scary. But this SCV is going to... Oh, wow. Good scan. He saw them go there, and he knew something was up. Very cool. And in the meantime, this presence is still happening. Nidus Worm, I hear it. Where is the Nidus Worm? Where are you, Nidus Worm? Nidus Worm? I don't know where this Nidus Worm is, fellas, ladies and gents. There it is. Okay, just filling this up with Zerglings. He's going to reinforce along this back trail. Very cool map. It has this whole skinny back trail that like kind of rings the whole map. It really allows for some very cool sneaky stuff. Building a supply depot here. Interesting. Really wants to keep an eye on this spot. Obviously, that's not going to pan out so well. He needs to get back here in a hurry, and this tank's going to get surrounded. And this is any Brood War fans are watching this game right now. Just you got to feel good watching this game, because this is the exact counter to the hard push by the Terran, is to exploit their immobility, and that's exactly what the Nidus Worm is made for, you know. And he's doing it really, really well. Right there, Baneling bombs go off just like vulture mines. Oh my God, I'm telling you right now, I'm stiff as a board just watching this game, because it makes me so happy to see this kind of metagame evolution. Zergs being Zergs, Terrans being Terrans, and you gotta love Korea for discovering the viability of these old mainstays in StarCraft 2. Because I don't see this on my server at all. I think our game is still developing a little more slowly. But yeah, this is a great map for Zerg against the Terran slow push because of this stuff. He hasn't managed to break in here yet, but if he did get in here, I mean that's pretty devastating. But see, now Terran's forced to keep these small squads of defense units instead of really solidifying this push. And in the meantime, I really would have liked to see these tanks like crawling up. He's definitely slacking a bit on his push because he's so worried about this back trail. But Ultralisks are out for the Zerg, so that's going to make this a lot weaker. But we'll see how it goes. Ultralisks have they don't have the melee attack upgrade, but they are going to soak up a lot of damage while the Zerglings come in and do their thing. And yeah, it's working out pretty nicely so far. Here's a nice infantry ball though with stim. Hydralisks are backing it up nicely. The good range damage from the Hydralisks in the back, and if Hydralisks are left unchecked as they are protected like this, they do an absolute ball sack of damage. And I don't know if you've ever seen a ball sack full of damage, but it was a lot. And actually, even though this was held off, I would call that a definite success for Zerg. I think that was a really good push for Zerg overall. Yeah, really helped him out. Just pushed Terran back towards his gold a little more. And that's what it is. I mean, that's what this kind of game is with Terran, is a game of attrition. And I think, yeah, he's going to be forced to retreat now. Tank's getting surrounded. Really good Zergling micro. This is a really good game to watch. I'm very excited. I just love seeing a good Zerg player. I had been missing it, you know. And no offense to Idra or anything like that. He's a good Zerg player, but I had missed seeing Zergy Zerg. That's a rap group a lot like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Zergy Zerg and the Baneling Bunch is now on the map, Zelnaga Caverns, so that's very exciting for all fans of early 90s rap. And see this, exploiting the immobility once again. tanks are forced to just defend each base, and these Ultralists are going to make short work of these tanks. In the meantime, just pushing in here. These tanks do stop these with the help of the Medevac Marauder. He's going to push in here. They're both pushing each other pretty hard. Do the Ultralists have the attack upgrade yet? No, but they still are going to take out the Planetary Fortress. He didn't repair enough in time, and now it's going to be SCV Feast. And in the meantime, a very, very small, slow, but damaging push. Very hard to counter this push, and in the meantime, these 4 Ultralists are going to come back around the loop. And I would say that the Terran is slowly losing this game because of really, really good flanks and really, really good positioning by the Zerg player. Let's check the incomes. Yeah, it's about the same, actually. They both have equivalent incomes. And beautiful. Oh, just using the Queen. It's like StarCraft 2. It's like Ultralist push against Terran hard push with Queens. It's StarCraft 2. And that's why I love this game, because it is StarCraft. I knew it was from the very beginning. And, yeah. Ultralist, ooh, very, very tough loss there for the Zerg. Did not want to lose that base, but now the Terran is playing in the style the Zerg was trying to adapt, sending these small squads around the map to take out expansions. So, look at all the long-distance mining happening here. He doesn't need to be doing that anymore, but he's obviously busy. Long-distance mining here, and long-distance mining here. So, very, very cool, very, very cool game. More Ultralists on tap for our Zerg Fruitseller, and these are just, oh, this is a great game. I'm just giddy. That's my giddy noise. And yeah, Ultralists, get that melee upgrade. No, please, I'm begging you. You'll love yourself if you do it. But anyways, he needs to cancel this. There you go. He is not going to be able to hang on to this expansion. His gold is completely mined out. Well, not completely mined out. It's a lot mined out. And his drones are still long-distance mining while they're getting shot. And in the meantime, Ultralists flinging themselves around the back, swinging around the bottom to cut off the reinforcement and stop the retreat. But the medevacs are there to say, no, actually, I am going to retreat. But in the, oh man, there's so much going on, and these tanks are holding. This is a really good tank layer. Ultralists by themselves are not going to be able to do that. You really need the Zerglings with the Ultralists. That was true in StarCraft 1, it was true in StarCraft 2. You need Zerglings with Ultralists. Otherwise, you know, you'll shoot the Ultralists. And then that's it. But Terran has officially swung himself back into the lead position in this game, and here's something I really think he should have pushed harder along this line while this was still mining. I think that was his big mistake, because he definitely saw the path. He definitely saw the exploitable path and the fact that it was pretty lightly defended, but he did not push all the way into this natural. And in the meantime, I've said in the meantime a lot this game, sorry, but I still read a lot of comic books, so, you know, meanwhile and in the meantime are used pretty frequently in those. If you're reading the Silver Age, Iron Man, or something. Anyways, yeah, I don't like Zerg's chances at all. Checking the income, his mineral income is a whopping 8 and now 0 versus the nearly 1,000 of Terran's. So Zerg had it and then lost the ball because Terran adapted his tactics, gave up the hard push, and started doing his own guerrilla warfare. And just not enough commitment from the Zerg along this skinny path, I think, unfortunately. And yeah, Terran wins again. It's freaking imbalance, dude, you know? Because I know all you guys complaining about imbalance has this push happen to you all the time, right? No! Doesn't happen to me, I know that. So there's the GG from Fruitseller. Really good game from him. I'd like to keep an eye on him for the future because that was a really cool game. And yeah, that was awesome. It made me happy, and I hope it made you happy too. This has been Sahara Direct, sclegacy.com, and have a good one.